We're back with Susie Ekberg-Risher talking about her journey in a year to lose 50 pounds. We were just chuckling about how it's not funny, but Susie said she threw up the first time she had to take a self-portrait and post it, right?
Yeah.
Are you being literal?
Literal. I threw up. I was so sick because I didn't know I looked like that, and I was just ashamed and sick to my stomach that I had let myself get to this point. And I thought, people see me like this every day. I was horrified.
And
Wow.
but look how far you've come. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, there are
is
those
great.
muscles.
The little baby muscles. Yeah.
Yeah, you are simply
So that's the beginning
amazing.
and the end.
And what
that's
have you been doing along the way? Okay, I've got some clothes. We've got clothes.
Well, part of it for me was before I started, I wore a lot of black and a lot of sweatshirts and really didn't care about myself too much. So I noticed that when you dress well, you feel better. So if you're going to work out, I call these my bootylicious workout pants because you look super sexy when you put them on.
Yeah.
And so it's amazing. And even so, you just wear this around and I feel amazing. So it's 1 or 2 or 5 steps up from your just everyday things that you're going to wear, and I think that's important.
I think so too. Look cute and you'll feel good. Yeah, no matter what. Wear good clothes and you feel good.
Right. So no matter what your weight, no matter what your age, no matter what you're doing, that's a really big recommendation.
This is an arduous journey, so I want to know what's the biggest epiphany or best thing you've learned about yourself through this?
I can hear my self-talk in my head. I think that's the biggest thing. And I'm so hard on myself and I'm so mean to myself. I can hear myself say, why can't you lose more weight, you fat pig, or whatever it is. And I'm thinking, why would I talk to myself like that? So I've really become interested in that self-talk and watching that. And how would you like to talk to yourself? How would you talk to your best friend or your children or your spouse?
Have you noticed it changing now then?
Yes.
Good for you.
Yes,
Yes,
and I would say the opposite of, you're such a sweet little stomach. And
But it's good for you because that's hard to master the voices in our head because they pop out of nowhere
Right.
with all sorts of stuff.
the critical voices. And so that's been a big epiphany, just even becoming an observer in my life and what limitations I set for myself, I think, too. So when I wanted to be strong and then instantly I got hurt, and one of my best friends said, well, you may want to examine, your limiting beliefs on being strong. Is that okay to be strong? And, did I do that subconsciously, maybe?
Oh.
Right?
And you have some things that you brought with
Body,
today.
mind, spirit, yeah.
Yeah.
So coconut oil, huge. I love it. I use it in everything I cook. I put together it's a recipe. I love Pinterest. So it's got coconut flakes and oatmeal and raisins and just a healthy. You don't even have to cook it. You can just put it in milk and let it sit.
Really?
So there's healthy, the gluten. And here's a totally gluten-free, I don't know if you can see it, but a chicken noodle soup I'm actually going to have for breakfast.
Wow.
Nice.
So I just kind of bring what I'm what I've learned. And then meditation, I'm a big
Yes.
fan. So you like the sound of that.
I do.
Even 3 minutes, I have my 15-year-old meditating with me every morning now. I don't know if
Wow.
he's totally on board with it. But meditation is a great way for reducing stress and lowering blood pressure. And
So what I want to know is if you notice yourself speaking differently to your 15-year-old as well as you've noticed the self-talk.
to everybody, actually.
Really?
I've noticed it. I try to take a breath and just to be love, actually. That's my kind of what I'm learning too, just everything. You need to love yourself first, but then you also, you should be gentle and loving to everybody else. So that's been a big thing.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah. And family and friends are so supportive too. Members of the community, I mean, we are behind you. I mean, this is
Well,
amazing
that's-
that you're putting yourself out there and
Yeah. Well,
hard.
I think my journey is everybody's journey, and even when I'm writing about painful things, I think I wrote about my miscarriage and about just different things, but that's not about miscarriage, it's about loss and about grieving. And so hopefully other people, by me just kind of laying myself bare, other people can find their own stories in there and start to look at that and heal too.
And go to Facebook if you want more because you're a great blogger, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook a lot. And if you want to connect, you can email at tall_Susie@yahoo.com. I'd love to hear from anybody. And
Perfect.
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining us to share your journey. We'll have
It's
you
so
on
fun.
again.
Great. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
Yeah, you're welcome. We'll be right back. Local Film Festival next.